What is an opioid antagonist, and can it be used for an overdose? So I need to go into the science a little bit about this and just go over the explanation. So an opioid agonist is something that stimulates the opioid receptors in the brain that causes a high. It can also cause an overdose leading to respiratory arrest. So all drugs of abuse like heroin and non-drugs, prescription drugs, things like heroin, Vicodin, Percocet, OxyContin, codeine, fentanyl, these are all agonists that stimulate opioid receptors. Now in an overdose we give an opioid antagonist, so this is the opposite. It closes off these receptors, and this can potentially stop an overdose by stopping the impairment that occurs to the brain in which breathing ceases. So opioid antagonists, the main one is naloxone or Narcan. This is the antidote, and this works very rapidly. It's given by an injection in the muscle or as an intranasal spray, and please see the other video on that. I will demonstrate how to use them. That's the main life-saving antidote. Now this should not be confused with other opioid antagonists, which are used as opioid replacement therapy. So this is for helping people wean off opiates in recovery, so things like methadone or Suboxone. So these are also antagonists, but they don't work quickly. They're not used in an acute overdose. These are used, like I said, slowly and gradually over a longer period of time to help wean people off of opioids. So there's the two, methadone, which is actually what I mean by an opioid antagonist is Suboxone. Methadone is actually an agonist, but it's a very slow-acting one, and it doesn't cause as much euphoria. So I need to correct myself there. The main opioid antagonist that's used for opioid replacement therapy is Suboxone. So this is a drug that's got something called buprenorphine in it, which is a long-acting agonist, but does not cause a high. So it's similar to methadone, and it's combined with naloxone, which is the rapid-acting antidote medication. So this is given in a formulation. It's a combination of both an agonist and an antagonist, and surprisingly this works quite well for people. So it puts people who are going through withdrawal onto a steady state of opioids, so it has enough of the agonist so they feel comfortable, but there's a little bit of an antagonist in there as well to help prevent them from overdosing. So that's the idea and the science behind it. Again, just to summarize, the main opioid antagonist is naloxone, that's used in acute overdoses, as opposed to Suboxone, which is used as a opioid replacement therapy that has two drugs in it. One is an agonist called buprenorphine. The other one is naloxone, which is also the life-saving drug, but when they're combined together, they work in a slow fashion to help somebody get off of opioids. So opioid replacement therapy should not be confused with the antidote, which is naloxone or Narcan.